welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the Benet Academy head coach, Andrew Schlie, as Benet is about to take on Edina in a crucial Minnesota versus Illinois matchup. Andrew, big-time game tonight. It's the battle of Minnesota versus Illinois. Illinois bragging rights are on the line. What's it going to take for a victory tonight?
Well, as a Minnesota native, I'm super excited to play Minnesota teams. They always play hockey the right way. They're always well coached, and so that's what I'm looking forward to tonight.
You're playing against a team from the land of 10,000 lakes. Will they make 10,000 mistakes so you can win tonight's game?
I doubt they're going to make very many mistakes. Again, they're so well coached and they're so good as hockey players. I think we're going to have to bring our best hockey to be competitive.
Final thoughts about the game tonight and who's between the pipes for the Red Wings?
We're going to have Joel start tonight, and our game is to continue building on what we've been doing all year. So
we also have head coach Bill Smith from the Hornets JGA from Edina. Big time game for you tonight. It's Minnesota against Illinois. What are the thoughts thus far?
Well, we came a long way down here. We're not to finish second, so we're looking forward to it. It's good competition and enjoyable to be here.
Who will be between the pipes tonight for the Hornets?
Will Johnson, a junior we have, that's a first-year player and does an excellent job. His father was on our team in 1997 that won our first state championship, so he's in the net tonight.
Final thoughts about tonight's game and the Illinois versus Minnesota travel hockey / high school hockey rivalry?
Well, it's going to be a dogfight. We hope that we've just got started this year, so we're kind of fresh. So we're come here to, like I say, not to finish second. So we hope to have a good game, and I know it will be.
It's a better drive when you win versus when you lose.
Right, but this stage, it's all about having fun. So win or lose, that's so be it. But like I say, as long as we have fun, the kids play well. Who cares?
Those are the head coaches, Bill Smith and Andrew Schlie. We'll be back after this.
Alex Dentice, junior, winger, class of 2026.
Alex Karras, junior, defenseman, class of 2026.
Ava Christensen, senior, goalie, class of 2025.
Ben Ciesla, senior, goalie, class of 2025.
Cade Rosenthal, senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Carson Stone, junior, winger, class of 2026.
Danny Quinlan, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Davin Frasco, senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Evan Petratos, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Hudson Hollweck, senior, center, class of 2025.
Hudson Schlie, senior, center, class of 2025.
Jimmy Cannon, senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Joe Edie, junior, center, class of 2026.
Joel Koehn, sophomore, goalie, class of 2027.
Luca DiCosola, senior, center, class of 2025. Luke Alpeter, junior, winger, class of 2026.
Michael O'Rourke, senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Nico DiCosola, sophomore, defense, class of 2027.
Nikolas Hensel, junior, winger, class of 2026.
Owen Ryle, freshman, winger, class of 2028.
Tommy Dusek, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Tommy Rogowski, sophomore, defense, class of 2027.
Vinny Poro, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Coach Andrew Schlie, 15th season at Benet, 1990 St. Rita graduate.
Coach Drew Tierney, Benet 2003 grad, 17th year coaching for Benet Academy.
Michael Fratta, this is my rookie year coaching, and I am a former alum under Andrew Schlie at AWF Renegades.
Josh McKay, goalie coach with the Benet Red Wings for over 10 years.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
for the first goal.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Good evening, everybody. My name's Kyle Smith. That's Andy Diedrich. This is the pregame show brought to you by Recruitlings. It's an exhibition game. It's Benet taking on Edina. Battle of Illinois versus Minnesota. It doesn't count in the standings, Andy, but bragging rights are on the line. Illinois bragging rights are on the line for Benet. You don't want to get dominated, especially on your home ice.
Yeah, Edina's bringing some of the home court advantage here. Seven Bridges feels like Seven Below today. See the hats,
right.
See the gear that we have on. It's sure to be a good one either way. These are two very elite teams in what they do. And Battle of the States, we're going to see which Midwest state comes out on top.
Always tough when you play a team from Edina. And Andy, how tough is it when all you're going off is game film? You have no game reps to go off of to know what this team does on the ice.
You can still get a good sense of a team from what you see in the film, but you're absolutely right, Kyle. It's hard to get those reps in when you can't go out there and see it for yourself and play your own game. Both teams should really stick to their strategies. I think these are both very solid teams that are well coached, senior-led teams with a lot of experience. They go out there and play their game, and we'll see what happens.
Are you surprised that head coach of Edina is going with Johnson between the pipes, the junior over the senior? Interesting decision by head coach Bill Smith.
Yeah, it's a long season. It's a lot of ebbs and flows that happen. There's a lot of different decisions you can make when it comes to who's going to be in your net all game. Maybe we'll see a substitution if the game starts going poorly, but I don't think it's a worse choice to bring in the less experienced goaltender for now.
I'm going to go with Benet with a 5-4 win. Joel Koehn gets the start between the pipes for the Red Wings. What's your prediction?
I like Joel Koehn a lot, and I like this Benet team a lot more. We'll stick with another Benet win. I'll say about 5-3. I think a Benet team that has won so far will keep on winning.
All right, we'll see what happens once the game starts. You're watching the Recruitlings pregame show here on the Recruitlings YouTube channel.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
For the first goal.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
I knew the minute I walked in the door I wanted to be a Red Wing. I could just feel it. I had found where I belonged.
There are so many ways to get involved at Benet, whether it's sports, clubs, academic teams, or campus ministry. There's something for everyone.
And you don't have to choose just one. Coaches and teachers are great about working with you if you want to do multiple things.
Benet encourages you to strive for excellence in everything you do, academics, athletics, and service.
It's nice to be around other kids who are as driven to succeed as I am.
It's not always easy to balance everything with school, sports, work, friends, but I learned how to manage my time and now I can do it all.
I know there's always someone I can go to for help, whether it's teachers, counselors, or coaches. They're all here to help me succeed.
We're not just learning algebra and English, we're learning how to serve others for the common good.
At Benet, my faith and belief in God is supported, and there are so many ways to put my faith into action.
The friends I've made here are friends forever. I can't imagine my life without them.
This is a very special place.
I will always be a Red Wing.
Seven Bridges Ice Arena in Woodridge, Illinois. It's Benet Red Wings hockey versus Edina. Livestream brought to you by Recruitlings. Here we go! And now, your Benet Red Wings starting lineup. Nikolas Hensel, left winger. Hudson Hollweck, right winger. Hudson Schlie, center. Cade Rosenthal, left defenseman. Jimmy Cannon, right defenseman. Joel Koehn, goalie.
And those were the Benet starters. Here are the starters for Edina. First off, the right defenseman will be Christian Kuhl. At center will be the senior Ryan Toren. At right wing will be Connor Farrell. Left defenseman will be Henrik Cornea. And between the pipes, the junior goalie in Will Johnson. How's it going, everybody? I'm Kyle Smith alongside my color commentator to my left and Andrew Diedrich. Andrew, should be a good one. It's an exhibition game, but don't tell it to these players. Nobody likes to get blown out in their home ice for Benet. And for Edina, long drive from Minnesota to get here. They're in Illinois for the rest of the week, including the weekend. But it's a Thursday night game. You have to put off watching Thursday night football to play in this game. You don't want to get embarrassed, and you'd love to get a victory as well.
Yeah, as great as that Packers-Lions Thursday night matchup is, I think we're still in for a treat here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Like you said, these teams are a long distance apart, seeing kind of an interstate battle that we're going to see out here on the ice. Both teams look sharp in the jerseys they got on. We're seconds away from the puck dropping at center ice. I am very excited, my friend.
We both said that Benet is going to win tonight. Final thoughts about the broadcast, and for Edina to win tonight, get ahead, stay ahead.
Exactly. Yeah, I think we've seen more than once that once Benet gets ahead, they like playing from in front, and they tend to stay ahead. Sometimes they go and just completely blow out their opponents, whether it's been in the CCHL or some of the exhibitions they've played, or they still kind of hang with it and end up with a victory in the end. Keep in mind, this Benet team still undefeated in the CCHL. Edina have not seen much of them personally, but they come from a program that just produced a state champion last year. So whatever they're capable of, I think Benet's going to see all of that and much more.
Yeah, they got a couple of players that are going to be playing at St. Thomas right down the street in St. Paul. And, of course, their best player in Peckham, he's going to be playing at Cornell. He's going to be in the Ivy League. In the Ivy League, it's known for academics, but for hockey, it's probably the best conference when it comes to hockey.
Yeah, it's something about those, whatever you want to call them, geeks or something. Maybe that's the term we should use. Whatever they have up there, those fellas know how to play hockey.
Don't go up against a guy on the Harvard team in the corner trying to get the puck. It'll be revenge of the nerds, and he'll barrel into you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just great to be here at Seven Bridges, kind of see these two teams clash at a time like this. We see a lot of CCHL games, and they're great, but we don't get a spectacle such as this that often. So take this one in, folks. We're here for quite the treat.
So we're going to start at 7:36, just 6 minutes behind schedule. Puck drop coming up in about 30 seconds from now as taking the face-off. It'll be one of their two centers, either Toren or Kirschner. And it'll indeed be Ryan Toren, the senior. As he'll be opposed by Schlie. Face-off won by Kirschner. Over to the blue line, and here we go, Andrew. Dumped into the zone. Nice start for the Red Wings. Johnson decides not to play it. Near the hash mark. After it, checked hard into the boards. That time from Hensel. Out behind the net, losing a stick with Schlie, and he'll have to go back to the bench. Back into the zone, delayed offside, so Benet has to retreat. And now back in deep is Edina. To Kuhl on his forehand, and then setting it up to Kirschner. Now with it is Farrell. Farrell past the blue line, tapped away by the Red Wings. The Hornets keep it. Nice toe drag and a beauty that time by Cornea, and Benet able to get it. Over to the hash mark, dumped into the corner. As checked hard, Kirschner got played off the puck, and then back over the corner, trying to tap it away. It does by the Red Wings. And then over to Rosenthal. Off the stick, and then back into Edina's end. Andy, it's like Benet has done most of the season. Get ahead, stay ahead, winning the puck battles, getting the puck in deep.
They are in on it right now. They're definitely being aggressive, as we should expect. Edina's got a lot of polish and a lot of spectacle, great moves that they're putting on right now. Benet's got to stay up with that all game.
The sophomore between the pipes and Koehn, he's being opposed by the upperclassman Junior and Johnson. Meanwhile, past the blue line, as a line change for the Hornets. Last touching the puck was Hardy, and then back over to neutral ice. Backward skating, sending it over to Baker, and then a tap pass over to Nalowski. Blue line, backhanded pass, sending it over to Vellner off his stick, up in the air, still on the ice. As a bouncing puck near the blue line, trying to do a saucer pass, reading well as the Red Wings on the backhand as Baker has to retreat. Now Baker on it behind his netminder. After it is Eide, a nice pass over to Ryle off the stick of Johnson, then back over the corner near the face-off circle as Stone had it briefly. Baker trying to break it out, and Stone wins that battle. Back over to Baker, an attempted hit that time by Ryle. Joing had it briefly, then over to the neutral zone. And nice hit that time on the hash mark. It was delivered by O'Rourke, and then back over to neutral ice. Edina looks a little shaky right now, Andy. Right now, Bennett's taking it to him.
Absolutely. The one thing I'll say, Benet did miss an opportunity here or there. Maybe not quite on sync as they usually are. We had someone breaking and going the wrong way where the puck was. But right now, defense is holding firm. Goalies haven't had to do a whole lot of work.
So Solberg checked hard into the boards, over to the corner, as winning that battle at time was Gale, and then out behind Koehn. Backhanded pass in the slot, near the crease now. Puck scatters over to the slot. Benet decides to ice. In the high school level, you can get a line change, but finally, Edina has a face-off deep in Benet's zone.
They haven't been able to do much. A couple flashy moves to start this period off. That was about all they were able to do. Other than that, we've seen the puck mainly be controlled by Benet. No one's really commandeering this game right now, but either team could be in the driver's seat at a moment's notice.
So the face-off, it was won by Benet. Opposing him was Jason Solberg. As one shot already for Ryle to the blue line shot. And that was a little bit high. It was fired on net by Moen over to the blue line. As that shot from the point scatters wide, back to the corner. After it is the Red Wings, they try to break it out. Nice tap pass, and then over to the blue line. Edina will have to retreat. 0-0 score. As Ryle thus far, the one shot for Benet. And then dumped in deep by Edina. Face-offs won in terms of Edina. Jack Kirchner won the opening face-off. Over to the blue line, trying to backhand it in deep. Over to the blue line. As with it right now is Kirchner. Benet steals. Couldn't get it in deep. It was a wrister attempt. It was off the stick of Cornea now. Now back over the blue line. As not able to win that battle was Solberg. Back in deep off the corner. One hops over the boards to Cole. He's trying to get it to Farrell. And then off the stick. And offside goes Edina. So back and forth we go. Offside against Edina. And they're making some adjustments, Andy. What adjustments are the Hornets making?
Just seems like they're realizing how aggressive this Benet team is and kind of letting their defense bend a little bit but not fully break. Benet's been able to have the puck around Edina's goal, sure, but they haven't been able to get in the slot and actually get something like an unabated shot on goal.
Back over to the blue line. As with it right now, it's Cole. Over to the blue line. Farrell, and now deep in their own end. Farrell will have to get it back. Couldn't get to his teammate. He was trying to feed it to Gale, and then off the blue line. And dangerous pass stolen away by the Hornets. Couldn't get it on net. It was off the stick of Farrell. Cade will have to cover it up. Partner, those passes aren't going to work against Edina. You got to get some velocity on them. If you don't, they're going to make you pay.
Yeah, we talk about that bend, don't break philosophy that we just mentioned. That only works if you keep your discipline and don't make any silly passes like that. That would risk just complete disaster. Luckily, did not harm Benet in any way, did not harm Edina on the other end, but still, scary moment there for both teams.
O'Rourke doesn't play a lot, partner. He's the pseudo-enforcer when Karras isn't playing and when Karras isn't on the ice.
O'Rourke's just an enforcer name, too. He's a big guy, uses his frame well, and knows his job out there in the ice.
This pass to the trailer. DiCosola, no look, backhanded pass, chance, they got to get back quickly. Breakaway attempt as the puck scatters all the way deep, Joing. And a break for Benet. Cade couldn't cover it up. Loose puck. Still near the crease. And a break for Benet. Able to finally get it away. Things are starting to go the way of the Hornets. And Benet better get some shots on goal. Otherwise, the Hornets will take an early 1-0 lead.
Koehn may be a little timid, a little tentative in some of his decision-making there. Did not freeze that one as quickly as he maybe should have. And nearly almost cost his team a goal really early on in this one.
And no choice but Johnson, the junior, to freeze it. And he hasn't been tested that much. Bennett's gotten it in deep, but Edina's had more opportunities than Benet in terms of the shots. It's still early on, 9:46 to go, as the netminder in Johnson getting the start over the senior in Scriver. Over to the blue line and stolen away. With it right now is McGandy, and now Benet with it. And neutral ice, dumped into the zone. Rogowski will have to retreat as Benet reconnoiters deep behind Koehn. Now past the faceoff circle, couple of stick handles off the glass. He did get it past center ice, so we continue on. Oh, look at that pass. It was off the stick of Einhorn, then stolen away, and then covered up by Johnson. It was off the stick of Ivy, who tried to pass in front. Johnson read it well, got in the way of that passing lane, and a faceoff coming up, Andy.
The one thing that has been mentioned, a lot of our longtime viewers from Benet, any of the Benet faithful, we usually play 17-minute periods in the CCHL. Today, though, it looks like we're going with the 15-minute periods. That clock started at 15:00 this first period.
Yeah, every state has some somewhat different rules. Or maybe some of the guys on Edina and Benet are Packers and Lions fans, so the quicker we get out of here, we can watch the end of that game. Do you remember one of the most famous Thursday night games? It was Packers-Lions, and it ended on a Hail Mary. And stolen away by Edina to the trailer. Thought about the shot, then back over the point. It's off the stick of Torin. That shot wide as it caroms over the faceoff circle. And then back over to the end line. Benet trying to get it out, and they'll have to retreat to the other side. But that was the Thursday night game where Aaron Rodgers threw it up for grabs to Richard Rodgers, and they beat the Lions by 4 points.
Mentioning Aaron Rodgers' name on a broadcast filled with Bears and Vikings fans. Tough call there, partner, but I like your boldness.
Well, Brett Favre was a former Packer, then went to the Vikings.
This is true. He was at NFC North, did a bit of everything in that division.
And that was off a stick of a Hornet player, as Johnson will have to get it. Saucer pass, and Farrell had it briefly. Schlie had it, as Hollweck will have to get out of the zone. Farrell, and that goes out of play. We stop play at 7:57. Appreciate everybody watching the broadcast. Text line's open as well. You can text 330-957-7653 for your favorite high school, college, or NHL memory. All FCC regulations do apply. Face-off won by the Red Wings. They're dominating the face-offs right now, Andrew. Why is that the case?
I think we've kind of said it all season long when they play their CCHL opponents, whoever it is. Benet's just got so many talented athletes, and, I mean, they're kind of going up against each other in practice every day, whether we talk about the CCHL MVP, Hudson, Schlie, hold that thought.
Pass, try to get it out in front. He was trying to feed it that time to Nolofsky.
Edina was really cooking there. I had to give them a second.
Could we have one of those 1-0 games?
Seven Bridges has played host to a couple of these for the Red Wings now. Not so much this season. They've been pretty apt in scoring all season long. Maybe that changes today against this Minnesota Edina team.
Well, you could get a 1-0 Benet victory. No one home to retrieve that pass, and able to easily break it out is the Red Wings. Schlie with it. Schlie goes to his left. Schlie trying to beat the defenseman. Schlie behind the net. No one home to retrieve that pass. Puck accepted at the blue line. Here come the Hornets. Nice pass that time from Joing over to the blue line, and then backhanded into the zone. Dump and chase. Going after it himself was Nolofsky over to the boards. He was trying to feed it to Quinlan. Not enough on that pass. And then behind Quinlan to the corner. After it is McGandy, and then over to the blue line. Nice move. And then past the blue line. Defenseman in Nolofsky try to get it back in deep, and then back over to center ice. Attacking right now is a nice hit delivered by O'Rourke. After it was McGandy. Puck scatters past the slot over to the faceoff circle. Back over to the corner as the Hornets on their forecheck. Behind Koehn. Stop and start, moving a nice one. To the other side, he'll try this time. On the right side to the blue line, backhand it over to neutral ice. Moen will play it to his fellow defenseman, and almost lost it, but able to recover that time is Nolofsky. And then in the zone, in the slot, chance shot, Johnson with a nice save, and then covers it up. Dangerous hockey play by Edina, and the Red Wings almost made him pay.
Edina's going to have to thank, that's number 30, Will Johnson, in net there, that saved one. Complete 1-on-0 situation. It's usually a scary sight for any opponents of Benet. They'll still get a faceoff right in front of Johnson. But boy, oh boy, that almost blew that one open.
Over to the face-off circle. Yeah, partner. And there's a chance. Breakaway coming up for the Hornets. Shot. And a nice save by Koehn. He had no choice. He only had a half step on the defenseman. I think if he had pushed that puck up a little bit faster, dribbled the puck, I think he might have had a chance for a breakaway attempt and a deke. Instead, he just shoots it on net right into the 5-hole. An easy save for Koehn. That shot off the point. It was off the stick of Cornea. And don't turn your back for a split second, because we've had breakaways on both sides of the ice at a split second.
And we're only seeing 3-2 is the shots on goal total according to the scoreboard here. But man, oh man, have those shots been exciting.
They sure have, Andy. To the blue line. Shot! Blocker save. It was off the stick of Stone. He had that hat trick last week against St. Rita. Slow-moving puck. Stone looks a little bit tired. Meanwhile, on the stick of Kirshner. Kirshner taking off the puck well. Some pushing and shoving going on. Kirshner wasn't happy. It was a clean hit, though. And now a chance for Benet. Stop and start move. He was trying to get Cornea to be faked out. Cornea, dangerous play, Andy. He broke the puck up in front of his netminder. I don't know about that one, but they are able to not give up a goal. Over to Stone. 2 men back for the Hornets. Stone lost it. And trying to get it off the boards that time off Baker's stick. Now over to the blue line. Little toe drag attempt, and Cade will have to freeze it. It was off the stick of Torin. That's why hockey is the fastest game on ice. Back and forth we go.
No doubt about that. Got to give credit to Cade there. I think early on in this one, a little bit timid and hesitant to go out there and freeze the puck just to avoid any rebound opportunity that Edina could have. Quick to freeze that one there. He's going to trust the defenders in front of him to stop these Hornet skaters.
Over to the blue line, backhand it in deep. It was off the stick of Baker. Over to the corner, nice able to win that battle. Out in front, saucer pass. Back over to the point, Vellner after it. Vellner, and able to get it to the hash mark. Little tap pass to himself. It was off the stick of Einhorn. Now over to the corner. Yes, nice job getting that puck deep by Poro. Off the boards, as Vellner trying to get to a teammate and Baker to the blue line, now in the slot, and Poro just couldn't get the shot on net that he wanted. Joing over to Hardy in the slot, still there, backhanded, and still up in the air, and then over to the slot, past the stick. Dyna's taking it to Benet the last 5 minutes. Right now, Benet leading shots on goal 4-3, 2-line pass. As somehow that got through. Hollweck, no one home, and I don't know about that one, Andy. That's a blind pass to no one.
I think he's used to having one of his fellow Benet skaters down there, because this team has just been able to out-athlete, if that's even a term, all the teams they played this year. Yeah, but got to hand it to Edina. They are neck and neck with Benet. They control the time possession this first period because they have the same, if not better, athleticism and just higher quality of skaters out there in the ice.
Down to the ice. Edina wants a trip, but Andy, I think he started to fall down before there was any tugging action at the shin.
Yeah, did the right call. You talk about this a lot. Might as well go down and try to get a call, because if nothing happens, well, no harm, no foul.
And that actually went off his own player as the shot at the point from Moen, and he'll have to retreat. They reconnoiter at neutral ice, past the center line as Moen gets it back in deep. One off the ice for the Hornets. Goals might be hard to come by today. 2:47 remaining in the period. Just 7 total shots on goal.
Both goalies are a big reason for that. We got to give credit to these defenses as well, being very vigilant. Here we go.
Got a half step. These defensemen don't quit, Andy. He had a half step on the defenseman. Moen didn't give up on the play, got back in there and got a stick on that shot attempt.
I couldn't even finish my sentence without talking about how just ruthless all over the puck and just not letting any skater from both teams with the puck just rest for a single moment.
Conditioning is going to be so important tonight. How much energy are you going to have with 3 minutes left in the third period? Wrist shot, blocked, dangerous pinch. Hornets on the forecheck, 2-line pass. And Koehn decided to play that. I think he had no choice, but if he hadn't played it, it would have been an icing. Faceoffs are so important. I don't think there's going to be a lot of faceoffs tonight. Both teams well disciplined. We're not going to see a lot of offsides and icing tonight.
Yeah, the sophomore goalie in net for Benet. Potentially, since those faceoffs are going to be so important, something to review for him in whenever the film session is for Benet. Still, though, that scoreboard says 0-0. It's hard to fault him for anything he's done so far.
That one decision where he couldn't freeze it right away. Other than that, Johnson's been very good. It's hard to talk a lot about the goalies, 7 total shots on goal, but when they've had to make plays, they've made them.
Yeah, the defenders are helping him out in any other way. I mean, every single breakaway, there still seems to be a defender in the guy's face just causing havoc, making it hard for a skater from either team to do anything relevant.
Nice toe drag. Benet has numbers. They stay on side shot. I don't know if he tried to go glove side. Meanwhile, it went wide. Got to avoid the box. Penalties might hurt either team with 54 seconds to go. Torren. And they did spread out well that time, Andy. Bennett's able to steal. See if they take advantage. Backhanded pass. Trying to feed it to Edie. And then back in deep. O'Rourke after it. It was a dump and chase by Neboyskey. Backhanded pass. No one home to retrieve it. 30 seconds to go. This might be Edina's last forecheck of the period. To the face-off circle, up in the air, and then retrieved at neutral ice. Try to get it in deep is Baker. Benet will have to do it again. From behind Koehn to the face-off circle, retrieved, and then off the boards. It was off the stick of Vellner, now to the blue line. And offside is Edina, and a crucial face-off coming up.
Only 9 seconds left in the first period, but any chance to have a face-off is going to be absolutely taken advantage of by either of these teams.
3 face-off wins for Kirshner. Face-off. We'll say that was won by Benet, although the center for Edina did get a piece of that. That was Jack Kirshner. And that'll do it for the period. 4 shots on goal for the Red Wings, 3 for the Hornets. Final thoughts before we go to the intermission report.
Some of the best scoreless hockey you could imagine, Kyle. I think this is living up to the hype despite being a low-scoring affair. There's a lot more hockey to come. I would suggest everybody stay tuned.
We'll take a 30-second break. You're watching the Red Wings against the Hornets here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Are we ready for more sports?
We are ready for more sports, Kyle. Hit us with it.
Kyle Smith alongside Andy Dietrich. Nothing game. Look, if you like 6-5 hockey games, tonight is not your night. But if you like old-style hockey, 1-0, 2-1, tonight is definitely your night.
This is all the parents, grandparents, whoever it was that were influences on all these young hockey athletes we see here on the ice are shedding a tear right now. This is the game they grew up on. So that old-style hockey that just is memorable in so many ways, no matter the level. So another 15 minutes coming up. Let's make it special.
Benet leading in shots on goal. This is as tight of a hockey game as you're going to see. 4-3 in shots on goal. Andy, you're not going to see that very often. Out in front in the slot, loose puck, backhanded, just goes a little bit wide. Almost a goal that time for Hensel. That shot by Cannon to the face-off circle, and Johnson's going to have to get out of his crease to cover it up. And just like we saw in the first period, Andy, Benet took it to Edina early on in the first period, and then Edina adjusted. Will Benet be able to continue the energy in the second period like they couldn't do in the first period?
I believe so, and you're seeing good signs of that so far as they get their face-off right in front of the net they're trying to score in right there. They missed a backhand shot wide, sure, but they were still in position and ready to get that rebound off of that far slap shot that we saw there. So they're still playing their brand of hockey. Can they stick with it? Schlie's got it.
9 shots for the Red Wings, but just 4 on goal. Backhanded pass, turnaround shot, couldn't get the wraparound he wanted. 2 shots for Ryle, everybody else on the Red Wings has 1. 2 shots for Torn as well as Joing. As that shot, nice save by Koehn. Both teams have had their opportunities, Andy, and it's up to one of these offenses to finally come through.
Does seem like it could be one of those matchups where both defenses just hold firm, and then late in the third period, there's just a scramble in the crease right behind the net. Puck goes in, and that's the game-winning goal right there. Still have a lot of time left in this one, don't get me wrong, but could be trending towards that direction.
Yeah, just got beat that time in O'Rourke. He's a good hitter, backward skating, it's not his specialty. He can get beat from time to time. Nice give-and-go action to DiCosola. As he's got Dusek, and just past his stick. Always got to know where Dusek is on the ice. He doesn't lead the team in goals, but he just finds ways to score when you don't expect it. One-timer chance, he scores! Goal awarded for the Red Wings. Beautiful setup, Andy, as they're going to credit it to DiCosola.
He waited for his time to shine. That lane opened up for him to put that shot in the net, and in it he did. Talk about Thomas Dusek getting down the ice to kind of slip into those crevices, cause problems for the defense. Got to give a lot of credit to Dusek there for being able to keep that possession in the Red Wings' favor. And would you look at that? Bennett's got a goal on the board.
Just a lapse in defense from Edina JTA. He was just wide open. He could read a book how open he was. Could read the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy before somebody decided to cover him. Look, you'll score goals however you can take them if you're Bennett, but for Edina, there's no way Johnson can save that puck when he's wide open at point-blank range.
Yeah, that was pretty uncharacteristic of Edina's defense, or what we've seen of it so far today. They've held firm the entire time, making things hard for Bennett. But right there, a gaff or two by the defense just leads to a very difficult shot to defend.
And let's give Cade some credit. A minute ago, we saw a breakaway. They shouldn't have been a breakaway. O'Rourke got beat. Cade made the save. See how Edina adjusts. Look, we've done Bennett earlier in the year. They had a 1-0 lead on Glenbrook North, and they gave up 7 unanswered goals. Anything can happen in a hockey game.
That's why they play the games, Kyle.
You know, the famous football movie is Any Given Sunday. For hockey, should we make it every given Saturday?
I think that counts. We've been here a lot at Seven Bridges on a Saturday.
2-on-2 now. Shot! Nice save by Johnson as the puck flips up in the air, and he's able to cover it up with the glove. He looks pretty good between the pipes.
Does look pretty good. Yeah, it was, like you said before, there's not much he could do on that shot from DiCosola there that made this a 1-0 hockey game here. I will give some credit to Owen Ryle, the freshman for Bennett. I believe he's still leading Bennett in shots and just making things hard for the Edina defenders on that end of the ice.
Struggling with getting the shots on net for Edina. They have 11 shots, and it's going to be delayed offside against the Red Wings. A couple of guys to watch out for if Edina is going to make a comeback. They have 3 guys with 2 shots. Farrell, Torren, and Joing, each with 2 shots apiece. There isn't one guy that is standing up above the others. It's not 1-on-5. Everybody for each team is contributing. Ryle now with 3 shots, 1 on goal. Of course, DiCosola with that 1 shot that went into the back of the net. Off the stick of Koehn. O'Rourke, who got beat earlier, looking to make up for that mistake on this shift. Out behind the net, Koehn to Frasco. And O'Rourke in front of his netminder. To the blue line, Ryle gets his head up, looks for a man. And Frasco will have to cheat up. He gets it into the zone. Line change for the Red Wings. Hornets deep in their own end. They'll take their time. And almost redirected near Johnson. Turnaround shot blocked by the Hornets. And this might be a penalty against Bennett. Initial inclination is tripping against the Red Wings.
For a team that usually commits a lot of penalties, and that's usually their downfall, Bennett's remained pretty disciplined today in staying out of the box. You said it before that first penalty might really change the dynamic of this one, and it looks like that's exactly what's about to happen. Someone's in the box for the Red Wings.
It's a very disciplined Edina team. If you get beat on the play and you're about to fall down, you feel a tug at the leg, just go down. You never know. Let's see what... So they... Maybe interference, because it's not tripping, because actually both guys for JGA, they bumped into each other.
Yeah, and I will correct myself. There is not someone in the box for Benet right now.
Okay.
We continue to play 5-on-5.
All right, so never mind. It was interesting. Well, that would make sense because the faceoff was deep in Edina's end. If it was a power play for Edina, it would have been deep in Benet's end.
Right.
But, you know, sometimes the refs make mistakes. We always remember that famous soccer game where a goal was not scored, but the ball was placed at midfield. You remember that?
I was there with that.
Yeah, the Steel City Chicago House match.
Yeah.
We thought they scored, and the ball just went past the end line, so it should have been a goal kick. Instead, the refs awarded a regular kick, a midway line kick.
That was absolutely a first. Refereeing's hard. Don't get us wrong, folks. But
in the slot.
Something else.
Nice save by Cade. As he's still down, and he'll finally get up. Just got to continue to keep your eyes peeled because there's a lot of things happening tonight. Board battle. Who will win it? This time Hollweck wins it. Hollweck gets past to D, hand up. As Bennett's able to stay on side. It was delayed call. Hollweck got it deep into the zone. And at the blue line now. From one blue line to the other. No one touched that puck. Icing called against Edina. And in one of these 1-0 games, Andy, these icings, they're going to be big in terms of who becomes the victor because you don't want to have faceoffs deep in your own territory.
With seeing how few shots have been on goal, at least compared to the other Benet games we've had, yes, every possession you can get that deep in your opponent's side of the ice is going to be absolutely huge. And it looks like Benet will control this one again.
Yeah, they've been dominating the faceoffs. Besides Kirshner, really nobody else has stepped up yet for Edina. See what adjustments Bill Smith and this coaching staff make for the Hornets. Chance! He's got to step on the D. Shot! Another brilliant save by Cade! Cade is definitely the player of the game thus far.
That's probably 3 he saved on a 1-on-0 opportunity. Great stuff by Koehn. We noticed it in their last matchup here on the other side of Seven Bridges Ice Arena. He's doing a great job of being proactive, stepping outside of the crease a little bit and making himself bigger to block more shots and just take up more area of the net. Great job by Koehn. He's only a sophomore, remember. Great stuff.
Age is just a number, my friend.
He looks pretty ageless out there, alongside a lot of experienced skaters he has next to him.
Bennett's got numbers. Dusek calls for the puck. Quinlan. Instead, he'll just dump it in. I guess he doesn't like Dusek anymore.
That's the only conclusion we can draw from that, I believe, yes.
That's what happens when you don't like my Instagram page. I don't pass you the puck anymore. You had one job, Dusek, and you blew it. Over to the corner, to the point. Wrist shot. Up in the air. Neboyskey was after it. Now Stone with it. As backtracking is the Hornets. DiCosola. Dangerous pass. Ryle passes his stick up in the air. Now DiCosola, knuckle puck action to his defensive teammate. As Rogowski gets the puck, sends it forward. Backtracking is Benet. Edina on their forecheck. To the blue line. Rister. Nice stick save by Koehn. He's 9 for 9 thus far. Near the crease, out behind Koehn. The opposing netminder and Johnson is 5 of 6. To the corner as they cycle the puck to the other corner. Hornets still with it. Solberg with a toe drag attempt. ID able to read it. And they're going to say off the skate. I think that's a break for Benet. I don't think anybody touched that puck, Ian.
Huge break, especially you see them getting a line change in here. So maybe that would have been not the most rested lineup to have to cover for that faceoff.
Yeah, you could still get a line change after the icing,
yeah,
but
good point.
NHL you can.
Yeah.
Well, you could try, but you'd be cheating.
No one likes a cheater.
Unless you're Bill Belichick. Koehn, I don't know, he should have frozen that puck. Now it's deep in the corner. Shot, Koehn again! Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, just cover that puck up, Joel. But he makes up for it with a fabulous save.
What a redemption by Joel Koehn. I think he just wants to add up those saves or something. Is he stat padding? All jokes aside, Joel Koehn, you definitely see some inexperience with him sometimes in the hesitation in freezing some pucks. But if he can make saves like that, maybe it doesn't matter that much. This kid's only a sophomore. He has a bright future ahead of him.
Nice move. Torrent shot. Is he in? It's in. He scores. Torrent goes top shelf. At that time, Joel Koehn finally ran out of opportunities. What a beautiful move by Torrent.
Yeah, I'll start with Koehn. I will still sing his praises because he's still been great this entire time. He's 11 for 12 on saves, but did the right thing there. But Torrent, I mean, if you give him a 1-on-0 opportunity from what we've seen from him, especially if he has that sort of flurry of moves in his bag, things are going to be ugly.
That was nifty, too. Very fancy, went glove side after the toe drag. And that's what happened when you play the puck and not the body. Guys like Torrent are just going to go right past you.
That's somebody we and everybody at home should look for to spearhead the rest of this Edina's offensive effort. And we still got a little over 20 minutes to go in this one.
That was such an amazing shot. You didn't hear any of the crossbar. It hit all nets.
They call that a swoosh in hockey as well, or is that just a basketball thing?
Is it swish or swoosh?
Is it swoosh?
I thought it was swoosh,
How many O's are in the...
Two O's.
Is it 2 O's? So it is swoosh then.
I was told there would be no English today.
Just hockey?
I thought my daily oral language days were over. Torrent in front, trying to feed it to Farrell. 1-1 game. Both goals have been fabulous. A one-timer and a nice move by Torrent. DiCosola and Torrent with the lone goals of the game. Cycling the puck to the corner. Koehn, he's 11 of 12. Johnson, 5 of 6. Backtracking is O'Rourke. Frasco also on the ice. Shot. Freeze that puck, Koehn. What's going on?
Scary moment there for the Benet defense. Koehn with a great job of flashing the leather, didn't quite catch it, decides to put it down right in front of a Edina skater. Luckily, his defender, looks like that's Frasco over there, had his back, and Koehn was able to freeze it again. But man, get that puck out of there like you said, Kyle.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, times 10. Living dangerously. That shot! And Johnson with the glove. If you're out in left field as a goalie today, a puck's going to go past you because it is back and forth tonight.
Just so impressed by all the athletes on both these teams, goalie or skater. Specifically the skaters, though, just able to put so many quality shots on goal the entirety of the first period and now almost through the second one.
Goals are going to be hard to come by today. The next goal of the game might be the last one. Neboyskey battling with O'Rourke, some pushing and shoving. Red Wing fans want to call. Shot blocked as Joing was after it. Now O'Rourke off the boards. And, just past the stick of Hollweck, back into the Benet zone. And Koehn maybe should have played that. He decides to go back in his crease. Frasco taking off the puck. Read well, and here we go, a one-on-one with the best guy on the team in Schlie. Schlie, toe drag. Schlie gets past the D, and Johnson able to cover it up. When you play the puck and not the body of Hudson Schlie, he's going to make you pay every time.
He's something else, needless to say. I was talking about how he was the CCHL MVP last year, coming back for his senior year. I mean, you guys saw what we just witnessed out there. He's got quite the offensive skill set, just unbelievable in terms of athleticism, what he's able to do with the puck. Almost made Edina pay there. Honestly, was expecting a more pronounced defensive effort for Edina to get back in front of Schlie. However, did not make them pay.
Let's give Let's give Johnson some credit as well. 7 of 8. It doesn't show up on the box score like it will for Koehn, but Johnson has frozen the puck better than Koehn, and he's limited the opportunities of the Red Wings.
He's using that big frame well. Yeah, that's the one thing he has on Koehn. I think it's just the height and length that he has in just the body frame. And like you said, both these goalies have made it. The next goal might just be the last one of this match.
Out front, shot wide. After it is Quinlan, back to the point, Rogowski, and it hits the netting. By the way, the text line's open, 330-957-7653, your favorite high school, college, or NFL memory. Right now, the Hornets out shooting the Red Wings 14-10. Face-off won by Benet. I mean, that's one of the reasons it's a tie score. Yeah, the Hornets have the SOG advantage, but the face-off advantage is definitely Benet. Shot wide. Rogowski will pinch. And Rogowski able to battle through that check. He actually sent Magandi to the ice and then covered up by Johnson.
You know, we usually talk about, especially at this level, it's good to get shots on goal, but sometimes you have to think about the type of shot you're getting. That shot maybe wasn't the highest percentage, but because Benet is winning all these faceoffs, they can continue to increase their time of possession and dominate that aspect because they're getting faceoffs right in front of Edina's net.
Absolutely, partner, and that faceoff won by the Red Wings. As no one there to retrieve that puck. Does not get to the end line, so Benet will have to break it out deep in their own end. DiCosola off the boards to his brother. From one DiCosola to the other, now to neutral ice. Nice hit that time by Cannon, and he gets it in deep. Up to the face-off circle. Joel Koehn has stood on his head most of the time, sometimes of his own doing, but he has given these Benet fans a lot to cheer about.
Yeah, they've alternated between him, Ciesla, and Christensen a little bit at all times this year, and I think this is a great opportunity for Koehn to gain some more experience against a tough team.
Off the boards, Farrell to the blue line. Rister out in front. Koehn covers it up and avoids the redirection goal. As there to crash the net was Kirchner, but Koehn had nothing of it.
Kirchner did come in hot there. I see Edina playing the rebounds in a similar way that Benet does. I think they're pretty relentless on being around the net in the crease area for whatever comes their way, because they don't care how this goal is scored. You want to do a cool toe drag? Awesome, stuff like that. I can get the same goal by just standing near the crease and let one go in. It counts the same anyways.
So Eide able to get it over to Stone as Eide trails. Eide stop and start move. Eide still with it. Eide with some nice moves. The stick handles were beautiful. The pass, not so much.
$1 million move with a 10-cent finish, I believe, is the phrase.
Who originated that phrase? It's amazing.
I'm not sure.
Ryle, shot blocked. Able to get in the way of that shot was Cornea. If you're afraid of getting hit by the puck, hockey is not for you. Here's a go, breakaway. He shoots, Cade again. Farrell with the shot. Koehn was just that much better.
Koehn remaining so vigilant, once again coming out way outside the crease to just kind of increase the amount of area he can block there. But no matter whether you do that or not, I mean, he's just got, like you said, he's had to stand on his head, he's had his head on a swivel, whatever semantics you want to throw at it. Koehn is just all over the place tonight, as much as all over the place as a goalie can be, I suppose.
And look, some of these Edina skaters have helped him out by going 5-hole instead of left or right corner, but look, a save's a save, and he's 15-16, that shot wide. Let's see if his offense can get him one more goal. Limited opportunities for Benet in this game, only 10 shots on goal to 16 from the Hornets. Benet with an opportunity in front, he shoots, he scores! Vincent Porro gives the Red Wings their second lead of the game.
Once again, that one opened wide open up for Benet. Not much that Will Johnson could do there as the goalie for Edina. Just a beautiful job by Porro being right place, right time. Maybe benefited from that Edina defender falling down in front of him to allow him a wide open look at the goal. But still, Benet takes goals any way they can in this tough matchup. They now lead 2-1.
They're fighting hard for their head coach and Andrew Schlie. Being outshot, but they're winning the face-off battle, and they're doing everything they can to support their netminder. To the blue line, trying to redirect it, and able to see it well is Johnson. And if that had gone in, that might have been the game.
Yeah, and a round of applause, deservingly so, for Johnson there. I don't know how goalies even track the puck when it's going that fast, especially when there's a redirect like we saw there.
Do you remember the famous scene from Miracle, the tennis ball scene with Jim Craig?
Absolutely. God, what a movie.
Out in front to the point. The guy who played Jim Craig was also a special guest on Friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was Rachel's love interest. As out in the point, out to the slot. Dangerous pinch as Bennett's going to have to get back quickly.
That's exactly what they do. That's what is so impressive about this Benet team. We say it time and time again. just the speed they get up and down the ice, whether they're in the neutral zone, in front of their own net, on defense, it doesn't matter. Just wherever you need them to be, there always is a Benet skater heading that direction, it seems like.
Kirshner's been all over the ice tonight. He's 2 for 2 in terms of shots on goal. He's won 4 faceoffs. Nobody else on Edina has won more than 1. Connor Farrell, 3 for 3. Shot, blocked. It's getting it into the zone. And with 45 seconds left, Benet trailing in terms of shots on goal, but leading by a goal. Farrell, tough angle, and Redwell anyways, that time by Rosenthal. As Dusek sends the puck forward, up in the air. And now having to obtain it in his own zone will be Cool. Cannon had it briefly. Now puck obtained at the blue line. Some stick handles past the blue line, now past the center line. Going coast to coast with it is Torin. He's trying to feed it to Kirshner, Redwell, but still deep in Benet's zone. It was off the stick at DiCosola. Shot, blocker save, and a beauty by Koehn. And that will do it for the period. Benet hanging on by their chinny chin chin. They lead by just 1 goal, and the reason for that is that netminder, number 34, Joel Koehn.
Koehn's had to make saves with the glove, with the blocker, 5-hole, you name it, and he's came through every single time. Give credit to Benet's offense, but Benet is not in this one without Koehn's efforts.
They're up by a goal. Can they hang on? We'll find out in a couple minutes from now. So we're going to take a 2-minute break and then give you some second period analysis here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
For the first goal.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich. It's 2-1 in favor of the Red Wings, but don't go anywhere, folks, because right now, Edina is out shooting them 16-12. They've had so many breakaways. We've lost count how many breakaways they've had, but doesn't matter because Joel Koehn is between the pipes tonight.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it, especially for folks that have stuck with us with Benet all year. Benet's getting outshot, which is rare in itself, and yet they're still winning. Why is that the case? Well, despite the Edina skaters' best efforts, Joel Cade is just a brick wall in front of that net right now.
can it continue? I mean, you got to think one more breakaway. Eventually, Edina's going to come through. It's a positive program. It's a great program from the state of Minnesota. Eventually, Benet's going to either have to put one more puck in the back of the net, or they got to be better on defense.
Yeah, I think the session in the locker room they're having while we wait for the Zamboni to finish up is going to be good for Edina, because I think they found the weakness of Koehn. That glove side maybe isn't as fast as everything else that he has. They've, like you said, kind of been going 5-hole every time. Hasn't worked as well. They get a breakaway opportunity, maybe go glove side. Koehn's not as fast over there. You know, he's a sophomore. He's still learning a lot. He's still a great goalkeeper. However, that's the one weakness he has. So if Edina can exploit that, they'll maybe bear some fruit with that.
For Johnson, he's given up 2 goals. The last goal maybe he should have had off the stick of Poro. The first goal he gave up, definitely not his fault. A lapse in defense from Edina, and DiCosola got it past him.
Yeah, Johnson's benefited from both goalies, but especially Johnson's benefited from some just reckless and relentless play from both defenses and skaters on both teams just going, for lack of a better term, balls to the wall when it comes to this sort of thing. So Johnson, I think he's still doing the right thing. He's got a big frame in there, the junior does. If he keeps doing his game and Edina can put one in the back of the net, who knows? We might get some free hockey in this one.
Yeah, it could be an overtime game. I think Bennett's going to hang on. And again, they've given up so many breakaways. Before this game started, I said 5-4. You said 5-3. It's probably not going to happen. For Benet to win, it's probably going to be a 3-1 win with that empty netter goal. For Edina, they'll either send it to overtime or they'll win 3-2. What's your prediction for the final score with 50 minutes of hockey to go?
I think both teams will get one in the net in this period. I think if Edina relies on Kirshner and Torin, those have been the guys that have gotten the puck on their stick and done the most with it so far. They can rely on those guys to generate some sort of offensive output, slip one by Koehn, maybe even this up, make it a much different hockey game. However, Benet's Benet. They have such strong third periods all season. I see them doing the same here and coming out with a 3-2 victory.
And the thing is, it's their home ice. Edina does not know this ice like Benet does. That's the advantage of home ice. You know every divot, you know every advantage and disadvantage of your home ice. Edina doesn't know. This is their first time playing on it all season.
What do they say in The Wizard of Oz? There's no place like home. There's no place like home. Red Wing fans, I think you should follow that sort of line of thinking.
It seems like it tonight. They're winning 2-1 here at Seven Bridges. We're going to take a break. Third period of action coming up next.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
For the first goal.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Face-off won by the Red Wings. It's won by Schlie. I'm Kyle Smith alongside Andy Diedrich as it's sent into the zone. 15-minute periods, not 17. Edina has to realize that, Andy. They got 2 minutes less of hockey to work with.
Last period's always the most urgent, but when you have less hockey than expected in that third period, boy, oh boy, you got to put the pressure on.
Got to score within the next 12 minutes, otherwise pull that netminder, and that's where the coaching staff, led by Bill Smith, look, you don't have to pull the goalie with under a minute to go. You can do whatever you want, because you got to remember, if you wait till under a minute, sometimes you run out of opportunities with that puck past the center line.
It's definitely a chess game when it comes to that sort of thing. Here we go, Benet.
I'm kind of a guy that likes to pull under 2 minutes, under a minute 30 to go, but we still got a long way for that to happen. That shot, Koehn, they go glove like you said they were going to do, and that time easy glove save for Koehn.
Flashing the leather early. Maybe Koehn heard us too and wanted to prove that his glove side's just as strong. Either way, that puck came in fast, and Koehn is still holding firm. I think it's still the right call for Edina to shoot on that side of him. We'll see if they listen and heed my advice.
Problem is, if you go glove and he's not dropping the puck and it's not falling out of his glove, then you have to make adjustments on the fly and start going blocker. Which is interesting. Usually goalies are better on their glove than their blocker. Meanwhile, Edina trailing by a goal. They lead in shots on goal. They've dominated that department. They're 18 to just 12 for Benet. Not so good on the face-offs. Nice move in the slot, backhanded, and he scores! It's an own goal, but they count regardless, and Benet with a commanding 2-goal lead. They're going to credit to DiCosola, the other DiCosola.
Both DiCosola brothers getting in on the action. This time it's Luca. It's kind of a soft backhand we wanted to put on the net just to keep the pressure on, maybe get a rebound opportunity, maybe take advantage of a frozen puck with a face-off. I'm not sure if he expected that one to go in the way it did. What exactly happened there, Kyle?
It looked like it went off the stick of Baker. I've seen it twice. I'm going to look at it at 50% speed in a second. By the way, if you're watching on the broadcast and you don't know how to do that, click on the playback speed. It allows you to do whatever speed you want, that shot block. In fact, you can do up to 0.25 speed. And it's good for plays like that because it gives you an idea if it was backhanded or not. Touched by a teammate, etc. And icing called against the Red Wings. The fans not happy about it. But as a ref, you can't worry about what the fans want because sometimes the fans are never satisfied.
Seven Bridges, a lot of passionate fans here. That's what we'll say.
It sure looked like it went off the stick of Baker at 50% speed. So 2 of the goals that Johnson gave up, they're not on him. And that's why we have these advanced stats in terms of evaluating goalies. Here we go, shot! Tried to go glove. As Edina is just, that shot! And the net fell off, so even if it went in, it would have not accounted. Ryle with the shot. Johnson standing on his head the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, first Ryle gets wide open in the slot. I mean wide open. Shoots it high. Benet does a great job of controlling the rebound, as they often do. And then coming right back around the horn again. It looked like, I'm not sure who that was, getting his stick on it and almost putting it in before the net came off. But man, Johnson has been facing a lot all day. But in this third period, I mean, how many shots has he faced? And we've seen one already go in.
So now 18 to 15 in terms of the shots on goal. Pass in front, he scores! Carson Stone might have put this game away. Right off the face-off, Andy, they're dominating Edina.
I think you and I both predicted a strong third period from Benet. I don't know if we predicted it to be this strong. Everything is coming up the Red Wings' way, whether they're winning the faceoff and immediately putting a shot towards the net, or they're controlling the rebound and dictating their offense, getting into their flow. Every piece of Bennett's well-oiled machine is functioning perfectly. Coach Andrew Schlie could not be more pleased.
In fact, Hollweck did not get it passed and back to Stone. It just stood there. Benet and then passed it in front. They didn't cover Carson Stone. You can't win hockey games when you got guys wide open in front. Rebound try for Benet. And the net fell off. And I think Edina's going to have to call a timeout soon because they look lost and confused out there.
Yeah, definitely still have to give credit to Bennett's offense, but maybe it's something Bennett's doing differently, or Edina just not coming out with as much firepower. Edina's defense is completely night and day from what we saw in those first 2 periods. They were still holding firm despite allowing 2 goals, but right now they are not giving Will Johnson any sort of assistance.
So we got famous actor Will Smith as the head coach, and Rick Barnes, former college basketball coach, as one of the assistants. That's their coaching staff. William Smith, Rick Barnes, James Kohler. How about that? It's written Jame. Now maybe Eric forgot to put an I in there. English is hard, but it's written Jame on the description.
Apologies to the Kohler family if we butchered that name.
And Samuel Scholes is one of the assistants, as well as Jeffrey Sorum. This hockey game is about over unless Koehn gives up a goal in the next 30 seconds. And down by 3, Andy, unless you score again, you're probably not going to pull the goalie down 3.
It's a good point that they're down 3 because the guy sitting next to you may or may not have forgotten to add the goal on the scoreboard. So we apologize for that, folks. And by we, I mean me. That was my fault.
You had one job. You're a data analyst that doesn't know how to do data.
Listen, it's just a fancy title on the diploma. What can I say? My real passion is right here.
Is the sports?
Is the sports. They're out there doing hockeys. It's fun. These poor Minnesota fans thought we were professional, and now look at us.
Well, when it comes to Illinois, the bar was set low, and we couldn't even achieve that. we do the hockeys, and then afterward we go shopping at the Jewels.
That's how he says it in Chicago's.
The best is when Chase Daniel was the backup quarterback with the Bears, and Bears fans still kept butchering his name on Twitter. They kept saying Chase Daniels.
Even though his name was Daniel, a singular Daniel.
It even said it on his jersey. And in hockey, Andy, they're called sweaters. You don't call them jerseys.
Oh, that's something, yeah.
Yeah, tripping called against Benet. That's one way to allow the team to get back into the game. As Cool, nice spin-a-rub. It was a cool move by Cool. And now they have the extra man. Benet finally gets it. And maybe the last hurrah, the last chance, the last dance for Edina coming up.
That's what's been able to allow Benet to propel themselves to this lead is staying disciplined. We've seen so many times where they could just completely flip the game upside down, kind of run away with it, and a penalty kind of sets them back. This one should not spell doom for them, but still, being down a man when you can have a chance to put this game away is just not going to be the way to win this hockey game.
I haven't seen a lot of penalties today. Yes. Edina's last chance coming up. They've got 1:55 remaining on their power play. At the blue line is Baker able to keep it in. In front, shot. No one there for the rebound. Quinlan able to get it out.
Don't have to overthink it on the defensive end. Just kind of turn around and ice it. Turn around and ice it if you're Benet. The more time that ticks off is the more benefit for you.
You know something I would consider, Andy, is once you get the puck in deep, now that you did, you're down 3. You're probably not gonna get another power play opportunity. I would consider pulling Johnson to get the 6-on-4. Because if you give up another goal, well, the game's already over, you're down 3. If you score on a 6-on-4 on the power play, you get back in the game.
Drastic times call for drastic measures, and while that sounds crazy, if you want to have any chance of winning it, I don't think that sounds as crazy as it seems.
You need to do it in the next 3 to 5 seconds, otherwise just stay with your 5-on-4.
And Johnson's not budging over here, and I don't think Coach Smith's even looking his way. So it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Yeah. See if it pays off for him.
You could resist.
I could. I said it already and had to follow through.
I sure hope they don't make Dodgeball 2.
Did you not like Dodgeball 1?
I love Dodgeball 1. I also love Dumb and Dumber. And then they made Dumb and Dumberer and then Dumb and Dumber 2 with the TO. As that shot blocked over to the slot, shot blocked again. It's a total team effort for the Red Wings tonight.
Yeah, if we could give the MVP to this entire defense, starting with Koehn and going out to just everybody that's been around the net, not just during this power play, but during the duration of this game. Just a really impressive effort. That one goal was a tough one that Koehn had to see by himself, but I mean, reducing Edina's effort to only 1 goal so far, and it might stay that way, we'll see. Just impressive stuff from Benet. You have to be pleased if you're Andrew Schlie.
95% save percentage. That's fantastic for Koehn.
Ooh.
I don't think you ever got a 95 in your life in school.
No, absolutely not. So, Joel Koehn, if you're free after this, please tell me your secrets. I'm thoroughly impressed.
D's get degrees, right?
How do you think I got to this table?
I always think of the famous line from Tommy Boy, is that pass in front, that'll do it for the power play. They tried their best, partner, but too many block shots. Benet was so good defensively on this penalty kill. Out in front to the blue line as Ryle, that shot blocked again. That's 3 block shots in the span of 2 minutes.
Give credit to everybody that's out there for Benet right now. I see Ryle, that's Rosenthal. Looks like one of the DiCosolas. A lot of numbers out there for Benet, it's hard to tell. They're not wearing their jerseys with the names on the back, so not as easy to identify the impressive skaters we're seeing right now.
I don't know if I were Johnson to cover the puck like that. You force a face-off. Uh-oh. Some pushing and shoving. What's going on? And I had my back turned, Andy. Did you get a look at that?
Did not get a glimpse. I just saw the referees skating over with their whistles in hand, and there was a Benet skater on top of an Edina skater, and I really don't know how I got to that point. I'm not sure if we have it on our broadcast or not. Back it up and check it out.
That's what happens, Edina, when you don't pay for camera 5. You had one job. No. It might be Edina instigating. I like they didn't call a penalty there. Look, it's an exhibition game. In a CCHL game, because you're going to play them again, rivalries become and more fighting in future games. Because they're not going to see each other again this year, I like not calling a penalty and just letting them play 5-on-5 hockey.
Yeah, and giving some relief to Edina's, maybe aggression right now. They're probably a little stir-crazy from that drive down here. Got to give them a break, cut them some slack.
They've had their opportunities, at least 4 breakaways, maybe 5. When you're 0 for 5 on the breakaway, as losing an edge, chance now for Edina. Stick handles, pass in front, Koehn again. As nice job by Farrell, but they just can't capitalize. But when you don't capitalize on your 1-on-0s, trying to split through the D and can't, hard to win hockey games. 1-on-0s, all the pressure is on the goalie. You got to score.
And Edina is unbelievable offensively, so that just goes to the credit of how deep this goalie room for Benet is. Keep in mind, Koehn's not usually the one we see in big matchups. Ben Ciesla and Ava Christensen are both in front of him. Ben Ciesla, would probably be named to a CCHL honorable mention, at least maybe a first or second team. Yeah. And Ava Christensen's going on to play at the next level at Oswego State. Just shows you how deep and how well coached the goalies in this Benet Academy's locker room is.
As ID had it, now he'll try to do the turnaround shot. Don't have to score any more goals if you're Benet, so they're probably not going to pinch the rest of the game. Just get back on defense. Don't allow any breakaways or any odd man rushes.
I think they've played their game enough where Coach Andrew Schlie is content with going on to the rest of the weekend's matchups and even looking forward to Sunday's CCHL matchup. We'll be back here again Saturday morning, early Saturday morning. I believe we have a 9:30 puck drop. Goodness.
What do you call a defenseman that's hired for a job at the last minute?
Kyle, I don't know. Tell me.
You hired him in a pinch.
Okay, I sounded like I was very disinterested. I actually kind of like that one. I'll give you credit. That one was pretty good.
What do you call a Hornet hockey player in the kitchen?
Tell me, Kyle.
Someone's in the kitchen with Edina.
He's killing me, guys. He's on a roll. You think they appreciated that one? Any of the Edina fans listening at home, or are they just like, all right, I've had enough?
I think the mute button got turned on.
Stay with us, please. I promise. We have a lot to come. We got a post-game show. Stick around for that.
There's a chance at the blue line. Turnaround shot. And it was off the stick of Emmett Nalofsky. Hard to win games, partner, when you only score 1 goal. Koehn, fabulous today, 22 of 23.
Looking solely at the shots on goal, you'd think Edina would have a lot more control this one as Benet has an opportunity.
As pushing him out of the slot, DiCosola called for the puck, and no one's going to touch this. Koehn puts his hand up, telling his defenseman, don't touch it. And Rosenthal listened, and it's going to be icing called against the Hornets. Great song. I always think of the movie 10 Things I Hate About You, where Julia Stiles is dancing on top of the table.
To this song, to Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah. Is tapped into the zone that time by Stone. Give you some more stats. Luke Joing out behind Johnson. Connor Farrell, 5 shots, 4 on goal, so 9 total opportunities. And he didn't score once. That's how good Joel Koehn has been today. Luke Joing, 4 shots, 3 on goal. Nada in terms of goals scored. Not just Koehn, it's a total defensive effort. We talked about all the block shots on the last penalty kill. You want to win hockey games, everybody's got to step up to the table. You spent good money on those shin guards and those shoulder pads, so you might as well use them. Get in front of those shots. Wear your mouth guard, though, because Mama doesn't want to have to take you to the dentist to do some extractions and some gold teeth.
I know it looks tough as a hockey player when you're missing a couple of those front teeth, but you got to keep the pearly whites, guys.
I remember the first, as that's a toe drag attempt by Ryan Torrent, and the first time the Hawks won the Stanley Cup since 1961. And Duncan Keith got in the way of a shot, and he took it right in the mouth. And he didn't wear his mouth guard, which was no bueno. And he lost some teeth, and he got the nickname Duncan Teeth the rest of the postseason.
Anything for that Stanley Cup, I guess, right?
Do you know the full name of the Stanley Cup?
I don't think I do.
Lord Stanley's Cup. It's named after a former governor of Canada, Lord Stanley.
Lord Stanley, was he pretty good at hockey, or was he just kind of a cool dude?
Hope he was a cool dude.
We got a cup named after him. I don't got a cup named after me.
We got to start doing that in America. Like in Britain, they call him Sir and Lord. What the heck happened after the Revolutionary War? We don't call anybody Sir or Lord anymore.
Everybody's just a dude or what's up, man? I am guilty as charged of that. I think I call my dad dude sometimes. I don't know if he's the biggest fan of that.
Did he ever find his car?
Dude, where's my car?
That's a horrible movie.
Really?
Shot! Nice save again by Cade. It's covered up well by Cade. You wonder, and here we go, more pushing and shoving. This might be an ejection. I don't know, though. With 4:14 to go, he was trying to push towards the neck, though, Andy. You can't allow that as a ref, but it's an exhibition game. It's supposed to be fun, but the more you allow it to happen, the worse it's going to get.
I get that the tensions are going to flare for Edina. I kind of already mentioned it was a long drive. They have been playing the brand of hockey that you would expect to work against a Benet team and a sophomore goalie. They've just held firm. Edina's just maybe having some frustrations mount, and that's okay. Just you got to keep the kids safe out there, right? Like you said, no hits to the head or neck area. There's 4:14 left. Let's just play some good hockey, and hopefully both teams can walk out of here with a smile on their face.
We'll all have juice boxes and orange slices and sing Kumbaya at the campfire.
How much of an ask is that, though, right? Like, why can't we do that? I want a couple good reasons from the parents here on why that can't happen.
A little bit cold outside for the s'mores and the campfire.
Yeah, good point. Maybe we'll just do it over Zoom.
Over to the face-off circle. Do s'mores over Zoom. That's amazing.
It's pretty sad when you think about it. Yeah.
That's right though, because during COVID it was during the summer, so people were doing Zoom sessions in their in their front lawn with s'mores and campfires.
Yeah, I was a junior in college when that first broke out. So just trying to go to class. I put in quotes. Yeah, that was an adventure.
Over to the corner. This really got away from Edina. And look, you look at the box score. They outshot Benet 24-16. The opportunities were there for Edina. They just couldn't get the job done.
When you outshoot one of the most aggressive teams that you could probably find in the Chicagoland area by 8, and you're still down by multiple goals, there's something that both teams were doing that goes way beyond the box score. For Benet, give as much credit as you can to Joel Koehn, who was most likely probably our player of the game, but the defensive effort from Benet, top to bottom, has just been phenomenal. And this is, if they can continue to stay disciplined and play that brand of hockey, they're going to go far in the CCHL.
Out in the slot. Chance for Benet. Turnaround shot. Johnson able to cover it up. The game's pretty much over, but Johnson helping his team with one last gasp. If he had given up a goal there, it would have been definitely over.
Kind of a hacky sack save up to himself off one of his shin guards right up into his glove. This is good for Edina. You want to have some sort of momentum going forward as you head to continue your road trip down here to Illinois. Something positive to talk about in the locker room to kind of just base yourself off of. And something to hold your head high on. That's pretty much all it is.
And the goalie crease tapped away. That time by Johnson. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show brought to you by Recruitlings coming up next. And for Johnson, he played his heart out. He gave up 4 goals. But at least 2 of them were not his fault.
We talked about this at the beginning of the broadcast, how he was given the start. The junior in Johnson was given the start over the senior in Scriver. I don't know if Scriver would have fared much better seeing the difficulty of shots that Johnson had faced. It's definitely a what-if question. And then again, this is just an exhibition, but don't tell that to the players. They've been playing their hearts out.
Well, it doesn't matter who the goalie is. There's only one way you can win when your teammates score 1 goal, and that's 1-0. All the pressure is on you as the goalie when your teammates only give you 1 goal to work with.
It's not that Edina wasn't doing good things offensively. I just think Benet was the better team defensively.
Pass in front, nice hit. But they're going to say boarding as Hollweck with it. Koehn to the bench out in front, and they're going to say Cole got a stick on it. Uh-oh. Not being able to get up. We're going to watch that hit in a minute. It was also from behind. Well, actually, no. Let's see. At the last second, he turned around. It was going to be from behind, and then he turned around. Did he get him to the head? If it's to the head, it's a game misconduct. Regardless, it's going to be Jason Solberg taking a seat in the sin bin. You hate to see it, partner. Like, there was 1:44 remaining on the clock. Just don't do that. You're down by 3 goals. I know you're frustrated, but there's just no place in the game of hockey for hits to the head.
Yeah, glad to see he's to his feet, getting back over to the bench. For Solberg's case, he's a sophomore, maybe hasn't had a lot of experience at this level. He's still learning a lot, and this might not be the first time that they play a tough game, and frustrations are going to boil over into, you want to go out there and hit somebody. He learns from this. He comes back better from it. It's just something to look out for, a very coachable moment for Solberg and the entire Edina team.
Well, they're going to give him the game misconduct. It is an exhibition, so I don't know if that's going to fester into their regular season games. And that's the problem part. You know how we saw those penalties earlier, especially that one at the blue line? When you don't call penalties, it just got worse and worse and worse because the players were able to get away with worse and worse.
The referees did a good job of handling this. That's a good point, Kyle. I think it didn't get out of hand at all, and they called it when they needed to.
Should they have called more? Well, maybe. If they had called more, would that hit to the head have happened? I don't know.
Luckily, everyone was okay. Only 1:26 left, and that's about all I have to say about that.
4-on-4 hockey. It's going to be fun. The ice opens up. They had their chances, did Edina. What a game for Joel Koehn, 24 of 25.
He always shows out when he needs to for a big show-stopping game like this. We had that. We saw him pitch that shutout last year as a freshman, and he's back here doing the same thing. Not quite a shutout, but still, in my opinion, just as impressive of a performance.
96% save percentage.
Who knows? He might get one more before the game's done. Still 63 seconds left.
See what people that JGA puts on the last minute in front, trying to feed it. That time to Hollweck, and now with it is Jack Kirshner. And it's going to be a penalty called against JGA. And Benet doesn't need any more goals, so if they want to, they can just play keep away as long as possible. I like the aggressiveness, though. They could have just passed the puck back in their own zone and tried to waste more clock, but I like the aggressiveness. play regular hockey even though you didn't have to?
Why not? It's an exhibition. I think the goal of this exhibition between these two teams who are not close to each other geographically was just to learn how they can grow as a hockey team and just get better. And if you're going to take an opportunity to do that, set this up, why not use all 45 minutes of game time to try and get better? I think that's the right thing to do. And, you know, Bennett's actually going to have a power play for these last 31 seconds. Advantage on the power play.
That could have been a game misconduct for Kirshner. He had him around the neck. But the refs did not call a game misconduct. That was one of the reasons why I wanted Benet to just skate it back to their own end. Because I'm not going to say that JGA is headhunting, but there's been some interesting occurrences that have happened the last 2 minutes from the Hornets. Shot past the glove, and that's going to do it. It's all over but the crying. Benet Academy with a 4-1 victory, Andy. They didn't trail all day. 4-1's the final. A 3-goal lead was their biggest lead of the day. And for Edina, it's back to the drawing board. They outshot them, but they couldn't get the puck into the back of the net.
There's a lot to still take away from this positively for Edina, but the story of the game is the Benet defense and how they turn those defensive opportunities into offense on the other end, and it was centered by the man in the net, Joel Koehn.
24 of 25. They had 26, and then they got rid of it. And for Johnson, 14 of 14. 2 of the goals at least were not his fault. He was good, but Joel Cade was better.
Very well said. Yeah, you know, thanks for Edina for coming down and treating all the Benet faithful to a fantastic hockey game. Looking forward to seeing what they do the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'm excited for Wayzata on Saturday morning. And then Sunday, Brother Rice. Always fun when Brother Rice plays Benet.
An action-packed weekend of hockey here at Seven Bridges. We hope to catch you all there.
So we're going to take a break, post-game interview, as well as the post-game wrap-up. Coming up next here on Recruitling.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
For the first goal.
Sure. On you.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
the first goal.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome to the post-game show, brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith, along with the Recruitlings player of the game, Vinny Porro, with the game-winning goal as Benet Academy goes on to win 4-1. At the time, it was only a 2-1 game. What did you do in practice to work on that play? Because it was a nice goal to give you guys a 2-1 lead.
Just worked on talking a lot, moving the puck, and I worked on hitting the net. So finally hit the net, scored. So feels good, but gotta do it more often. 4-1's not good enough.
Absolutely. You guys were outshot today, 25-18. Your netminder and Joel Koehn was fabulous. What has he worked on in practice? Because sometimes he looks like nobody can get the puck past him.
He's just a great goalie. He works as hard as he can every practice. So, I mean, I give him credit. He played amazing out there. So that one goal was lucky.
One team from Minnesota down, one to go on Saturday morning. What's it going to take for a win against Wayzata?
We're going to have to play a lot better. Definitely take the body, move the puck, and talk. But it's definitely not our best performance. So hopefully against Wayzata we can play a lot better.
That's interesting to hear because you guys won by 3 goals. Final thoughts about tonight as you guys get ready for Saturday?
We got a lot better to show. That wasn't our best game for sure.
All right, that's Vinny Porro. That does it for our post-game show. Post-game wrap-up coming up next.
We're good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice job, Vinny. All right, go home and do your homework.
Thanks.
Good job, Vinny. Go home and do your homework. Clean your room.
No more hockey for you. Back to life.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
For the first goal.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome to the post-game wrap-up. I'm Kyle Smith, along with Andy Diedrich, a 4-1 victory for Benet Academy tonight. It was excellent hockey, and according to Vinny Poro, they can do even better.
Which is alarming to think about. This Benet team, who usually outshoots their opponent, got outshot and still found a way to win by multiple goals. I think the spotlight, we have to definitely talk about the Benet defense, fronted by, of course, Joel Koehn, who was just a brick wall in front of the net the whole night. But Benet's defensive effort as a whole unit, just really impressive stuff, and there's a lot of good things to draw from that going forward.
I want to get your hypothesis for what Vinny Poro was talking about. This is what I think. They won the hockey game. That's fine. We got outshot. Not good. We didn't have as many shots on goals we'd like. But the most important thing, we're giving up way too many breakaways in front of our netminder.
I think that's exactly right, yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for Koehn's efforts and just some of the quick skating of some of the defenders getting back to actually cause some havoc there, this could be a very, very different final score that we have right here. As it sits, though, 4-1 because of what Benet was able to do. So as frustrating as it is for Edina to go through that or whatever, Benet just came out victorious because of what they were able to do in preventing pucks going in the net today.
And we talked to the coaching staff. This is their first game.
Yeah.
And they looked pretty good. But the accuracy, they had issues. They only had 1 goal on 25 shots.
Yeah, other than the breakaway opportunities, most of their offensive attempts looked pretty out of sync. And give credit to the Benet defense for sure. But at the same time, I think Edina is going to need to get a lot more experience under their belt. This is a very senior-led team. A lot of their main contributors that we saw here in the ice today are seniors. But to be able to actually have that experience show, they need to get those reps in, whether it's actually physically on the ice playing a team, whatever it happens to be. And this road trip in Illinois should help them shore that up.
Any chance that Benet goes 2-0 in this Minnesota versus Illinois battle of the exhibition games?
I don't know. I mean, it started pretty good today. If the matchup Saturday morning is anything like this, Bennett's going to kind of ride off into the sunset and have the bragging rights over the Minnesota teams as of now.
Final thoughts about today. Knock on wood, we haven't seen a lot of Benet losses here on the broadcast.
Knocking on wood indeed. Whether it's CCHL, exhibition, anything in between. The Benet Red Wings are here. They're legitimate, and we hope to continue to see them win, and it makes our job easier.
So far, excellent crew. For Eric Ratchey and Andrew Diedrich, I'm Kyle Smith. We'll see you on Saturday morning against Wayzata, but for now, please drive home safely.